Hello, my friends. Let's practice our English listening skills with my favorite recipe. Before you listen, think about these questions. Do you like to cook? What is your favorite recipe? A recipe is the ingredients and instructions for a dish. How do you cook a dish? Let's look at some vocabulary that could be in a recipe. We have measurements, vocabulary about measurements. In the United States, we do not use liters or milliliters, but we use words like teaspoon, tablespoon, and cup. This is a teaspoon. A teaspoon is usually found in one of these, and it is smaller. Here is a teaspoon. A teaspoon for you is about 5 milliliters. Next, we have a tablespoon. A tablespoon is bigger than a teaspoon. A tablespoon is about 15 milliliters. This is a tablespoon. Next, we have the word cup. When many people hear cup, they think of this. And yes, this is also a cup or a mug, but a cup in the United States is also a very specific measurement, about 240 milliliters. This is a cup. Then we also have a pinch. A pinch of something is a very small amount. A pinch usually fits between your fingers. So for a pinch of salt or a pinch of pepper, think about this much. So again, we have teaspoon, tablespoon, cup, and pinch. Next, here are some important cooking words you may see in a recipe. First, the words mix or mixture. Mix is the verb, mixture is the noun after you mix all the ingredients together. So mix and mixture. Blend is very similar to mix. You are combining all the ingredients together. Next, the word melt. If you add heat to something like butter, the butter will melt. And finally, the word pour. Pour. Usually this is done with a liquid, but not always, but you pour something from one container into another. Okay, my friends, we will learn about my favorite recipe today. My favorite recipe is pannenkoeken. Pannenkoeken means pancakes in Dutch. And Dutch pancakes are a little bit different than American pancakes. Dutch pancakes are very thin. So, to talk about this recipe, I need your help. First, let's look at the ingredients. What do I need to make pannenkoeken? First, we need about 1 cup of flour. About 1 cup of flour. I need 2 eggs. I need about 2 cups of milk. About 2 cups of milk. 1 tablespoon of butter. 1 tablespoon of butter is about this much. And then I need a pinch of salt. So let's review. I need about 1 cup of flour. This is flour. And again, here is 1 cup. In a recipe, about means approximately, maybe not exactly 1 cup, but about 1 cup. Then I need 2 eggs. These are eggs. Then I need about 2 cups of milk. This is milk. Then I need about 1 tablespoon of butter. Usually on the butter, you can see where you need to cut for 1 tablespoon. And then finally, 1 pinch of salt, just a little bit of salt. Okay, my friends, so these are the ingredients. Now let's discuss the instructions. The instructions mean, what do I do? So for the first step in the instructions, I need to mix flour with a pinch of salt. Step 1 is mix flour with a pinch of salt. Here you see pictures of the steps. Which letter shows mix flour with a pinch of salt? Is it letter A, picture A? Is it F? Is it D? Let's look at the pictures and think, what letter shows mix flour with a pinch of salt? Did you pick B? Because the correct picture is B. Next, step 2. Add eggs and milk and use a mixer to blend it together. Add eggs and milk and use a mixer to blend it together. What picture shows this step? It is F. Picture F shows add eggs and milk and use a mixer to blend it together. Step 3. Melt butter in a pan. Melt butter in a pan. What letter shows the picture of melt butter in a pan? If you said A, you are correct. A shows melt butter in a pan. Next, step 4. Pour a little bit of the mixture in a pan and cook on low heat. So not high heat, but low heat. Pour a little bit of the mixture in the pan and cook on low heat. My friends, what letter is correct? It is letter C. Good job if you said letter C. Letter C shows pour a little bit of the mixture in the pan and cook on low heat. Next, step 5. Step 5 says turn the pannenkoek over when it is light brown on one side. Turn the pannenkoek over when it is light brown on one side. Remember, my friends, the word pannenkoek is Dutch, not English. The English word is pancakes. Which letter shows turn the pannenkoek over when it is light brown on one side? The correct answer is E. Letter E shows turn the pannenkoek over when it is light brown on one side. Finally, step 6. Step 6 says serve after both sides of the pannenkoek are light brown. Again, serve after both sides of the pannenkoek are light brown. What letter shows this, my friends? It is letter D. Letter D shows serve after both sides of the pannenkoek are light brown. Step 7, you can enjoy the pannenkoek with sugar, syrup, jam, fruit, or any other topping. Some people eat this with Nutella or sprinkles too. So here you see some examples of pannenkoeken with syrup and fruit and jam. Good job, my friends. So if you want to share your favorite recipe with me or the class, let me know and you can share. You can briefly explain the ingredients and instructions for your favorite recipe. My friends, practice, 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 and never give up.